1993. A gunman opens fire on a Long Island commuter train, killing 6 and wounding 19 others. Tackled by fellow passengers, he is arrested and identified as Colin Ferguson. A Jamaican immigrant frustrated by a lack of professional success, Ferguson is gripped by a powerful delusion that all of society is conspiring against him because he is black.
What did you do? Why did you shoot those people, Colin?
And that the government has implanted a computer chip in his brain. Ferguson rejects an insanity plea and wins the right to represent himself. By closely studying videotape of Ferguson's trial, Dr. Stone attempts to uncover the cause and intensity of his delusion.
At the time that Mr. Ferguson was on the train, like any other passenger, he dozed off, having the weapon in a bag. At that point, someone opened the bag, took the weapon out of the bag, and proceeded to shoot. This is a case of stereotype victimization of a black man and subsequent conspiracy to destroy him.
Ferguson's court performance is impressive. He displays a solid grasp of legal process and in turn adopts the language and mannerisms of a seasoned defense attorney. He truly believes that he is not responsible for the massacre and challenges the accounts of his victims.
He looked me dead in the eye and pointed the gun, and with the most serious look I have ever seen on anyone's face, he shot me in the chest. After being shot, I played dead.
Is it your testimony that the defendant Ferguson stood right in front of you and shot you?
You weren't right in front of me. You were about 10 to 12 feet away, approximately the distance we're at about now.
The only time you have seen the suspect is on TV because you were playing dead, am I correct?
I saw you shoot me, and I've seen you on TV.
Ferguson's referring to himself in the third person, even when confronting his victims, is noteworthy. This may be an attempt of his delusional mind to distance himself from the brutal acts he has committed. The delusion becomes more apparent as Ferguson makes a point in the courtroom that he believes will support his claim of innocence.
There were 93 counts to that indictment. 93 counts, only because it matches the year 1993. Had it been 1925, it would have been 25 counts. Detective Parpin, a ticket from the Long Island Railroad car.
Yes, I'm aware of it.
Does it in any way indicate killings or murders?
Well, I didn't read it completely, but I would think no.
Every piece of information Ferguson comes across is pulled into his delusion and confirms his innocence, even a simple train ticket.
Colin Ferguson is found guilty of 6 counts of murder and is sentenced to life in prison.
Guilty.
The strength of Ferguson's delusion is confounding. For him, everything is related to the conspiracy against him. I believe he suffers from delusional disorder of the persecutory type, a condition related to schizophrenia. Those who suffer from it often don't appear psychotic, as their perception in all other areas of life does not seem to be affected by the condition. Once engaged on the topic of their fixation, however, the delusion becomes evident. I place Ferguson at level 15 on my scale of evil, rageful, delusional, multiple killers.
While Colin Ferguson denies responsibility for his crimes,